Eddie, I'm surprised by the decision, but just
a joke.
Say that again.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
They knew. They told him in the 10th round, you have to knock him out to win this fight.
Who told him? The corner?
Yeah, it's on TV.
Yeah.
They're all standing in the corner. The fight's over. We're in the Bivol's corner. I'm looking around. They are like this. How could you score that fight 8-4 to Artur Beterbiev? Unbelievable. Terrible decision. Terrible decision.
What can be done? What are you guys gonna do to?
Listen, hopefully His Excellency will do the decent thing and give both Bivol a rematch. It was a masterclass performance in what was an amazing fight. I don't want to disrespect Artur Beterbiev because he's an incredible champion, but he did not win that fight. Dimitri Bivol won that fight.
I think that what we saw tonight was just one of the great fights, one of the greatest examples of our sport. We saw a guy that had never gone the distance before, the biggest monster in the sport, and we saw one of the purest boxers, one of the most skillful fighters I've ever seen. And I don't want to disrespect Artur Beterbiev and his team because they're just incredible fighters. But I find it sickening that after a lifetime of hard work, Dimitri Bivol is not undisputed champion tonight. He won that fight. I struggled to find anybody on our road, a row behind, on the TV rows, who didn't score the fight to Dimitri Bivol. To find a judge give that fight 116, 112, and give Dimitri Bivol 4 rounds in that fight, this judge should never work in the sport again. And I'm sorry, and everything you're going to get out, Dimitri, is I can do better. It's boxing. I take the judge's scorecard, but I don't buy it, because you don't deserve that after that performance. It was an absolute boxing masterclass. It was the perfect performance, and you know what? He can be better. It was just a pure show of concentration and skill and defense with offense thrown in. And Dimitri Bivol, for me, arguably pound for pound #1 in the sport, and he deserves tonight. Yeah, I mean, His Excellency said, wrong decision, we do a rematch. So that's what we know. He's a man of his word. We know he's supported Dimitri Bivol. We thank him so much, not just for the opportunities for Dimitri Bivol, but what he's given boxing tonight by making that fight. And there has to be a rematch, because Artur Beterbiev, there's always going to be the controversy of that fight. And he's a true champion. What other fight is there for Artur Beterbiev? I mean, the whole world will want to see that again. The whole world will know. I'm sure there's some that found a Beterbiev victory, but everybody I know that knows boxing didn't tell me that at ringside. By the way, there's a difference between boxing on the back foot and then using angles and countering and then moving again. And it wasn't a case that Dimitri, I know you know that, Chris, anyway, but the way that he was moving out of trouble, taking shots on his gloves, and then throwing a straight 1-2, left hook to the body, straight right hand to the body. It was an absolute masterclass.
Yeah, it was just one thing. It was when we talked about, I mentioned something about before Madrimov Crawford. When Madrimov's beating up Crawford and Crawford's counter-punching, they're saying, oh, he had a counter-punching masterclass. When Bivol's moving back and landing the cleaner shots, say, oh, you should be more aggressive, you should be coming forward. There should be some objectivity. It's really about, the rematch has to happen, but it's not even that. People have to start talking about the judges. Because I'm looking through Twitter, most big press publications, a lot of the journalists are saying that they at least saw this fight a draw. And as soon as the journalists keep on talking about that, but keep on going about the fact of why that happened and why the judges did that, at least that's going to bring some exposure to the situation. Because they're just favoring the guy that, I don't know if it's promoter involved or they're liking. There's no big star in this. There wasn't a bigger star in this fight. Both of the guys were top-level fighters. Both of the guys dedicated their entire life to the sport. And they have to look at both guys as giving it all and understanding that one round that they're unethical or immoral or they're trying to help another guy because he's with maybe top rank or if he's a certain nationality or whatever. I don't know the reason. I don't know. In this fight, I don't even understand what the politics are. Because at the end of the day, I think if people on Twitter are saying it's a draw, and these are major people that really don't, there's no subjectivity, I think we should make the judges think that way as well.
Eddie and Vadim, just talking about obviously the optics of the fight. A lot of people said it was close, but maybe 7-5. The 8-4 scorecard was a bit. Top ranks Carl Moretti was
a bit. 4 rounds to Dimitri Bivol. Come on.
Top ranks Carl Moretti was in, and he said it's okay to have close fights either way, but it wasn't a robbery. 7-5 the other way maybe, but Bivol hasn't been. He hasn't been here.
Carl Moretti. I'm not throwing Carl Moretti under a bus. He's my mate. He knew we won that fight. I think he had it 7-5 to us, and I'm not saying it's a robbery of a decision and he won it 9-3, but I don't see how you can give Artur Beterbiev 6 rounds in that fight. I certainly don't see how you can give him 7 rounds in that fight. You know, coming through 8, 9, he finished the fight well, and you know it was maybe the 7th round that Bivol pummeled him for 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and he finished very strong, had a great 30 seconds in a round. Maybe that was a round that could be a swing round. I don't think so. But go back, watch the fight, look at him taking it on the gloves, always in control of the situation.